Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58, come on. Hey, Zoo. Come on. Hey,
Lock now on first down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Look, squeeze.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
65. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, Delta. 55. Hey. They gonna need some therapy after this. Go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. It got his man complete. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 58, Mike. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 58. Hey, Echo. 58 to Mike. Hey. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Shoot.
On first down, Lock. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Hey, team 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Hey, 58 is a alpha.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? 58, right over there. 80 weapons. 58, right there. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. There. 10.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lock's pass complete to Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jason Sanders.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Balaj. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. 18. Check 90. Man, talk. Say.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You got nothing to do.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check out.
They run it with Balaj. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come here. Alert. Shit.
Now Balaj. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Alert. Check 13.
From the 17, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 5.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Sam off.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58's the money. Yep. 58's the money. Big stop, G.
Locke taking the snap at 1. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, Delta. 58, boy, 58, 58.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke. This one caught by Ridley. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right here, right here. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ball can see best. Hey, I 7. Patch it, patch it.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
58, Mike. I got you. I got you. 58's the money. 58's the money. Come on, the ball. Go. Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Go. 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 58's the money. I'm coming, I'm coming. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, Alpha. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Yo, 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 go, go. 58's the Mike. Stay with your man. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go, 58's the Mike. Bravo. It's a party now.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 10 over. Rip left, rip left. Hey, exit. ship. Watch the ship. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now Locke. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Here we go. Mike. 180.
They'll run here with Balaj. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the 1st half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, ball.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Robinson's got it. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Check. Hey, ball.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey. Buzz.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
58, Mike. I got it. You got tape. Go out. Get ready.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
18 Gator. Hey, Haywood. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, Charlie. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike. We own them. Yes. To the backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready up. 58, Mike. We got to get the... Hey, wahoo. Go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Exit, exit. Fine.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
First down, Falcons.
Set, ready? 15, line. 15 line. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Rip right, rip right. Rock it, rock it. Sit down.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
Undercut, undercut.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's get this, get this. Hey, high 7. 58, come on. Watch the pass, watch the pass. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check pass. Hey, Echo. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go.
Here's Lock to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go, let's bring it. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bring it. Mike 5.
Now Lock throwing on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll toss to Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
180. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Ran, touch.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert!
Here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Boykin, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. 6-man.
Clock now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Go, go.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
3rd and 13.
On the set. 58 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. Hey, 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Don't let him breathe.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Lock in.
They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blue. Watch twist. Ran, bang. Alert.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up. Ran.
Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
First and 10.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
41-yard line.
Sit up! 180! Ran, go!
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Bravo!
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ran, go!
Game situation. Let's go. Watch safety green.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky, his throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Atlanta.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Jim.
Leo. Ready?
Now Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
58, come on. Silver. 58, right now.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. But a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hard. Rush in. Shoot.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action. Trubisky, they'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
18.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He's got his man. That's Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Shift. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing once more. It's Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, Haywood.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I got him.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Bears, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.